Now let us talk about the fourth rule, which is perfect English language. So the English language is the language of international business and diplomacy and culture, and it is also the language of the internet and social media. Learning English will give you access to world of opportunities. So in India we talk to each other, listen to music, watch movies or TV shows in our mother tongue, and yet we automatically slot people who speak English well in higher category than those who don't. There are multiple historical reasons for that. So most notably our colonization by the British for over 200 years. So the British created an elite class of Indians who were proficient in English language. So both spoken and written. They were paid well and they lived lavishly. The British promoted them to superior class, and then when British left, this English speaking class remained, and their English speaking kids grew up and took over the elite opportunities in newly independent India. Now, they were called elite bubble. I would say that the pro English bias exists even today. If you don't speak English well in India, certain opportunities in the job will be shut for you. It is as simple as that. No multinational will hire you, that top banking jobs will not be open for you, and the employment at any officer level position will be hard to get. Interviewers in many companies will laugh at you out of the room if you fumble in your English. And there are actually three categories of English speakers in India. Let's describe them as E0, E1, E2. So, if you can see in my screen, there are three categories of English speakers: E0, who don't know or speak English at all; E1, learned English but don't have native level comfort with the language. So, that's why they lack confidence, their accent is shaky, and the sentence construction is also somewhat incorrect. E2 are the kind of English speakers who grew up English all around them and watched English movies while growing up. So, a man and or a woman who speaks English well and confidently is automatically seen as competent, confident, superior, and someone to be taken seriously. Today, too high a proficiency in English may also make you seem weird and alienate you. If you use the difficult words or speak in a clipped accent, you may not fit in well in the Indian work setting. So, the good news is that you don't have to know E2 level of English. You must aim to become a confident high level E1. Get your spoken English to a point where it is no longer a roadblock in your life. For written English, you must be able to write emails, memos, documents, letters in easy, understandable English. So that's all you need, the ability to communicate in simple and effective English. So you need to build a competence in English, which can be effectively supported with the help of various tools available. So in today's time, you have a lot of online tools available. Like you have language learning apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and then you have online courses at Coursera, at Udemy, and in YouTube as well. There are so many channels, and now today we have Chat GPT as well. So whenever you feel stuck, you can ask for support. You can ask Chat GPT whether I'm saying it correct in a right manner. There are so many grammar apps like Grammarly, which helps you. identify your grammar mistakes. So these are the tools which help you uh, in communicating in the right manner and to become a pro. And apart from that, there are so many tips and tricks which I'm going to tell you right away, which can improve your English. So here are the tips and tricks so that you can gain that confidence in English language. The first one being interact with the word in English, which means that wherever you go, even if you are going to a restaurant or if you are going outside your house, you are speaking with your neighbors, try to interact in English. It's okay to fumble, but you must interact, and slowly and steadily you will start interacting in the right kind of English. Then the next one is talk to family and friends in English. So, if a foreigner speaks a few words in broken Hindi, we applaud and ignore their mistakes. However, when an Indian tries to speak or learn in English, we actually make fun of him. That's what it happens. So you need to talk to your friends and family in English. This will also improve your communication in English. Then the next one is read. So um, it's about you must ignore your Insta time and dedicate more to reading books, because when you read more you grow better. So read English books, basic English books, and not only English books but also read novels which are in a easy English language, so that slowly and steadily you grow. The next one is think in English. So whenever you are asked any question, um, if you are asked in English, you reply back in English. If you are asked in Hindi, your brain automatically replies in Hindi. So whenever you think in English, your reply will automatically come in English. So that's how the thing is. You need to think in English. Then the last one is get help. Get help, as I in my earlier I said that you have to take help. You have to take support from the tools which are available, be it Cambly or Grammarly, and there are so many apps. And apart from apps, there is also Chat GPT, and there are so many co-pilot which helps you to get on track in in gaining the confidence and also communicating better in our English language.